Right now, somewhere in the world, there is a child being raised to lead. And somewhere else, a child is being raised to follow. The scary part? They were both born with the same potential. The only difference will be the habits, standards, and mindset built into them during childhood. If you want your child to grow up confident instead of insecure, disciplined instead of distracted, resilient instead of fragile, then this video might change the way you parent forever. Because raising a superhuman child is not about pressure. It's not about turning them into a robot of success. It's about building strength from the inside out. A superhuman child is emotionally resilient, mentally disciplined, physically energized, socially intelligent, and morally grounded. They are not flawless. They are capable. They are not entitled. They are responsible. They are not fragile. They are adaptable. The foundation begins with emotional strength. Emotional intelligence is the real superpower in modern life. When a child feels anger, sadness, jealousy, or fear, those emotions are not weaknesses, they are signals. Instead of shutting emotions down with "stop crying" or "be strong," invite awareness. Ask, "What are you feeling right now?" Help them label the emotion accurately. When children can name what they feel, they begin to manage it. Teach them to pause before reacting. Practice slow breathing together. Show them how to reflect instead of explode. Over time, they learn that emotions are information, not commands. A child who regulates emotions becomes an adult who leads calmly under pressure. Next, develop a growth mindset. Many parents unknowingly praise identity instead of effort. Saying "you're so smart" may sound positive, but it creates pressure to always appear intelligent. Instead, praise process. Say "you worked hard" or "you didn't give up." This teaches that improvement comes from action. Encourage challenges, normalize mistakes, explain that failure is feedback. When children understand that struggle strengthens the brain, they stop fearing difficulty. Confidence grows from competence, and competence grows from repetition. Resilience must be trained intentionally. Do not rush to rescue your child from every inconvenience. If they forget homework, allow them to experience the consequence. If they lose a game, let them feel disappointment and process it. Protection feels loving in the short term, but overprotection weakens long-term confidence. Resilient children trust themselves because they have solved problems before. They know discomfort is temporary. They know effort changes outcomes. Focus is another critical pillar. We live in the most distracted generation in history. Devices compete constantly for attention. If your child can focus deeply for sustained periods, they gain a massive advantage. Create screen-free study times. Encourage reading physical books. Allow boredom without immediately filling it with entertainment. Boredom stimulates imagination. Teach them to concentrate on one task at a time. Start with 10 minutes of focused work and increase gradually. Attention is a muscle. The more it is trained, the stronger it becomes. Physical strength matters as well. A powerful mind depends on a healthy body. Encourage daily movement, sports, martial arts, swimming, running, or even simple outdoor play. Physical training builds endurance, discipline, coordination, and stress tolerance. Limit excessive sugar and processed food. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep regulates mood, improves memory, and supports growth. When children feel energetic and strong, they approach life with confidence instead of fatigue. Discipline should be understood correctly. Discipline is not punishment, it is structured preparation for freedom. Create consistent routines, regular wake-up times, homework blocks, reading hours, and predictable bedtimes. Structure builds psychological safety. When children know what to expect, their nervous systems relax. A calm brain learns faster. As they mature, gradually increase responsibility and autonomy. Discipline today becomes independence tomorrow. Responsibility builds identity. Give meaningful contributions within the household. Let your child help cook meals, organize groceries, care for a pet, or manage a small budget. These are not chores alone. They are training grounds for capability.
When children contribute, they feel useful. Usefulness strengthens self-worth. Self-worth strengthens courage. A child who sees themselves as capable grows into an adult who believes they can handle complexity. Encourage curiosity beyond grades. Academic performance matters, but curiosity drives lifelong learning. Instead of asking only about scores, ask what they discovered. Ask what surprised them. Ask how they would improve something. Invite questions. Explore interests together, whether science experiments, music, coding, drawing, mechanics, or storytelling. Curiosity creates intrinsic motivation. When children are internally motivated, discipline becomes natural rather than forced. Communication at home shapes internal dialogue. Speak respectfully. Avoid constant criticism or comparison. Comparison creates insecurity and competition without character. Instead, emphasize personal growth. Teach them to compete with their previous version, not with their peers. Language becomes belief. Belief becomes behavior. Behavior becomes identity. Modeling is powerful. Children imitate what they observe more than what they are told. If you read regularly, they learn reading is normal. If you exercise consistently, they see health as a priority. If you apologize when wrong, they understand accountability. If you remain calm during stress, they internalize stability. Your daily habits are silent lessons. Be the example you want them to follow. Teach financial awareness gradually. Provide a small allowance tied to responsibility. Show them how to save, spend wisely, and delay gratification. Delayed gratification predicts long-term success in multiple life domains. When children understand value and patience, they resist impulsive decisions. Build social intelligence intentionally. Teach empathy by discussing perspectives. Ask how others might feel in certain situations. Practice respectful disagreement. Encourage teamwork through sports or group projects. Social competence allows intelligence to be expressed effectively. Leadership requires understanding people, not just ideas. Self-belief must be reinforced carefully. Tell your child you believe in them, but also ask reflective questions after success. How did you make that happen? This helps them connect outcomes to effort. When they succeed, attribute it to preparation and persistence. When they fail, analyze strategy rather than identity. Separate behavior from worth. They may have made a mistake, but they are not a mistake. Character anchors everything. Strength without integrity becomes arrogance. Ambition without empathy becomes selfishness. Teach honesty, gratitude, courage, and kindness. Recognize acts of integrity more than achievements. Celebrate when they tell the truth in difficult situations. Reinforce gratitude daily. Gratitude protects mental health and builds perspective. Encourage safe risk-taking. Trying new activities, speaking in front of others, or attempting challenging tasks expands comfort zones. Growth lives outside comfort. Support them, but allow discomfort. Each small risk rewires fear into confidence. Consistency matters more than intensity. You do not build a powerful human through occasional lectures. You build one through repeated daily actions, short conversations, clear expectations, predictable consequences, warm affection, balanced boundaries. Identity forms slowly, shaped by patterns. Remember that your goal is not to raise a child that is better than everyone else. Your goal is to raise a child that is better than their previous self. Strength is personal. Growth is individual. Success is sustainable only when rooted in character and competence. A superhuman child is not defined by trophies or applause. They are defined by resilience during setbacks, focus during distractions, courage during fear, and kindness during competition. They trust themselves because they have practiced effort. They stay calm because they understand emotions. They persist because they know struggle builds skill. The future will reward adaptability, discipline, emotional intelligence, and continuous learning. By intentionally building these traits at home, you prepare your child not just to succeed, but to lead with strength and humanity. You prepare them to handle uncertainty, navigate complexity, and contribute meaningfully to society. Raising a superhuman child is a long-term commitment. It is built in quiet mornings, structured evenings, honest conversations, shared responsibilities, and consistent love. It is built when you choose patience over anger, guidance over control, and empowerment over protection. Small habits, repeated daily, create powerful identities. That's how potential becomes reality. That's how ordinary childhood becomes extraordinary adulthood. That's how you raise a superhuman child.